welcome everybody to Us Against the Gods. A couple things before we do get started today. You know someone who wants to play in a GMeric game, send them my way. I'd love to talk to them about either getting on the wait list or getting into a campaign slot. We also have the Patreon over at patreon.com/GMeric. Go check that out. We're doing a ton of fun things, so go check that out. We also have a couple new campaigns. The Rift Wardens are doing their third episode this evening, so coming out, it's going to be a good time. And we also have a new Friday morning campaign that's going to be awesome. We've got some amazing role players in that as well. We are going to be opening that up as well to the public. If you're interested in playing that game, send me a message. We'll talk about getting you into that group. We also have the GM tip videos, archives, and podcasts over on YouTube. We have a new clip contest going on for November. We will be doing the drawing for the October clip contest at the end of this session. We also have the costume contest for Halloween. We have a really cool announcement as to who won the costume contest. We'll be doing that announcement at the end of the session as well. We have the Toivoan campaign setting submission form. If you're interested in helping the campaign setting expand, that's over at gmeric.com under the GMeric section. You can go ahead and submit an article to be put over on the website. We have the Gold and Black Sky Map decoders. Go check these out. These have 42 codes to use in your games. And we have the Leslie's Angels blankets over on the front page of gmeric.com. So much going on. It's time to play some D&D, so let's go ahead and get you guys started, because we got so much to cover today. Especially since I didn't get a message this week, and we're going to find out what's going on in the world. So, you guys are adventuring in the lands of Toivoa. Specifically, you are down here in the southwestern section in Harmon's Reach of the Carial Isles, where you have come after a significant journey to find Ayla's homeland and check in your search for shards of the baneful Ashwood Spire. You're searching for them in order to collect them to stop portals that expand from the Fey realms into the material plane. You already have several of them, but because it was just a hop, skip, and a jump from Shatter Shaddai, you've come to visit. Unfortunately, the drama that surrounds the Carial Isles has wrapped around a little bit, and Ayla's mother is having issues with Bwinkle, and on her way back to the ship, Islaren napped and interrogated by the constabulary of Harmon's Reach. After a bit of a discussion, she has been allowed to return to the Manigath's Might, where she has asked her husband Rolmos to meet her in the hold for a discussion. That's where we pick up as the hatch to the hold closes.
Before we get started, I'm just going to say constabulary. That is a fun word.
It is a fun word.
That's a word I hadn't heard in a long time either.
So once I am sure that the hatch is closed and that hopefully there should be no one who can hear us, I will say, if it came down to it, would you and the rest of the crew be able to disable the chains that hold the ship in place?
He looks at you. Perhaps it would be difficult. They are being watched and guarded, but knowing the talents of my crew, I'm certain that certain things could be accomplished, my lady. As long as all measures are on the table.
I don't think we have to put all measures on the table at this moment, but they're more complicated than it seems like they would be coming in.
Indeed. But if this situation were to present itself, military action should be unrestricted.
Perhaps.
You realizing that he's trying to communicate to you, don't ask what he and the crew would do in order to achieve the goals.
If it becomes necessary, it becomes necessary, but again, I'm hoping that it is the very last resort.
Indeed.
And even then, only whatever it takes for us to exit. The people here are, or at least the fork bearer, the intelligence of the island, is afraid that we're invading them already.
Should we depart sooner rather than later?
Don't know. I'll need to speak with Ayla about what her plans are and what her family plans for her.
Then we will covertly prepare the ship as much as possible without presenting that we are doing so.
Good.
We will also prepare methods to maneuver and ensure our escape.
Excellent. I think if it does come down to extraordinary measures, then, well, the rest of us will be coming in hot. We will be available.
Coming in hot will be difficult. It would be encouraged, based off of the current situation, that we do our escape as covertly as possible. Fighting the might of this city would likely end in the sinking of the Manageth's might. I've been very observant of the situation, but if we do need to depart, return to the ship, and provide me a few hours of time.
All right. And if for whatever reason we can't meet at the ship, should we designate a meeting point? Perhaps a certain distance off the coast?
If you have to use a ship to get to the Manageth's might after we have escaped, I do not trust that you would be able to do so against the vessels that are located here. Their patrols are quite formidable. Every ship that is going out, the fishing vessels, the ferries, all have a military presence. We are surrounded. If we are to depart, we should depart together, or we should meet on the other side of the Carial Isles.
I will think about what what I've seen of any maps of the area and just yeah.
We'll pull up the map here because we can do that. And we're going to come down to that southwestern section where the Carial Isles are. And he's going to point, you're currently here at Harmon's Reach, and he's going to point to this cove here, this indentation in the land, to meet up at, should that be necessary. You have no idea what's there, because this area is not explored by the Shinoza Protectorate, and you've never been provided that information. You've also come around the south side of the Carial Isles, which is why they would be doing this.
Alright, I'll commit that information to memory.
Cool.
And also going to leave Aegis here. If there's any threat, let him know, and I will give him instructions to come flying to me. Perhaps not. Perhaps not flying. Perhaps, as you said, find a more discreet means to evade detection. Since he and I are bonded.
Very well.
And I had another unrelated question as well.
Yes.
There was a dagger and compass set, and I trust that you understand what I mean, that wound up in possession of Kier Katak.
Interesting.
Is that...
Kier Katak, the Orkling from Nausha.
Yes. You met him in Shadow Shaddai.
Yes, I recall. Oh, how did such a combination come into his possession, and is he to be executed?
At first, I'm wondering myself. The second, it sounds like they were given to him rather than him taking them. So, well, he is working against Ashland Lee, so I believe someone is helping him with it. But I was wondering if you had any idea, or perhaps even thumbs up or thumbs down as to whether or not it is something to be concerned about.
The fact that these have come into the possession of someone not related to the Shinozen Protectorate is, of course, a concern. They could be used by a variety of agents to determine identities of high-ranking officials. In regards to Kier Katak, I know you trust him, at least partially. And I have met the individual, and he seems counter to Ashlyn Delice's aims. As it is the two of us, Ashlyn Delice was once an agent of the Shinozen Protectorate. Not actually a citizen, but rather a contractor performing deeds and activities for the tribunal. She acted counter to the intents of the House of Flowers and the 12 Spiders, and in the interests of the Shinozen Protectorate. Her agent, her handler, went missing. She went off the grid and has, by all accounts, gone rogue. She is a powerful woman who controls one of the deadliest ships on the seas, the Abyssal Wraith. The fact that this dagger and compass have come into Kier's possession are unlikely to have been an accident. What specifically would you like to know?
You said Ashlyn had a handler?
Yes, she did.
You know who that handler was?
I do.
Who was it?
Are you certain you wish to know this information? Because once you know, you will be tied to this, and it is information that should be very closely guarded.
I want to know, but if you feel that it is an unacceptable risk, then I will live with not knowing.
My
I
lady,
feel that it could provide him a lead.
perhaps so. Do you believe him capable of assaulting Ashlyn DeLise and the Abyssal Wraith in order to end them as a threat to the Shinoza Protectorate?
I think he is. I think he is sufficiently motivated, from what I've seen, capable of at least making the attempt.
As long as the Shinoza Protectorate is not implicated in the connection, and we can maintain plausible deniability, we do not inform the council, the tribunal, or your parents in this leak of knowledge, I am willing to assist the Orkling.
All right.
The handler's name was Severil Veron.
I will commit that to memory. Is that handler is several off the grid, so to speak?
Very much so. They're dead.
That's a complicating factor.
Indeed.
Nevertheless, he is resourceful and travels with very intelligent individuals who have an uncanny ability to know things. I pass this information along indirectly.
Good. I will trust you, my lady, implicitly with everything you wish.
I trust you just the same.
Now,
I should
your
return to the group.
your own
What
personal
were you going to say?
safety. Are you safe here? I understand that you choose to protect the others of the members of the party, but your safety is my concern, not theirs. Are you safe?
I am not going to assume so. I believe I am physically safe for the moment, but that is true as long as it is politically not costly or fork bearer to allow me to remain safe, the king as well. If that changes, then it'll change at their whim. So I promise that once I rejoin with the group, I will not be going off alone. I'll keep my eyes open. But yes, I think place is not very trusting.
Very well.
I feel that if they saw an opportunity to score a victory against the Protectorate, I'm worried that they may just take it.
Be aware that the Protectorate does have military might and would take such a situation very seriously. To use a statement, a paraphrase of your associate, Mr. Call, I have your back. And he's going to reach for the small of your back and pull you into a hug.
I'll just lead into him and hug him back.
Cool. You'll sense a slight disappointment from him, but that's okay. He's trying to pull the same move that he saw Twilight and Covet do at the helm of the ship several weeks ago. And he's not quite as suave in this situation.
He'll learn.
Well, are you going to be staying here, or do you seek to return to the rest of the party?
I need to return to them and let them know what's happened.
You require an escort?
The Forkbearer has been so kind as to provide one.
Very well. Do you trust her? At least to be herself.
Don't know what
For
to make
those who
of her
cannot
just
see
yet.
the webcams, Winkle's sitting there shaking his head no.
I think she will act rationally, but I do not know what constitutes rationality for her.
I understand. I trust you to make the right decisions. I will say that I am cautious of this whole thing, and if it was up to me, we would depart this place and never return.
If it weren't for the fact that I'm here for Ayla, I would feel the same.
Let us resolve Ayla's issues, her interests in this place. Let us depart. I do not trust these people. They are thieves and cowards that hide behind masks of kindness and feasts.
Just give him a nod and say, I'll wrap this up expediently.
The ladies of the crew will prepare for our actions should we need to have them done. And you'll recall that the 4 members of the crew are very beautiful. And you'll then recall where you met them originally, in that very fancy bachelor's club, dancing and being quite exotic. You may have an idea as to what your husband has in mind to get those guards out of the way.
I mean, they are lonely. Kiki's not there to entertain.
I trust him with the operation. And
You trust
I
him
think
with the operation. I love that so much.
We're calling it now. Oh my gosh.
I think it's a double envelopment.
Someone's gonna get in trouble. All right. So you going to
then I'll,
depart the ship?
Yep, I'll head off the ship and start heading back to the group.
Cool. You head back to the Verdant Crescent and the home of Ayla Taylor. As you make your way there, you're going to arrive just about sunset because it is a bit of a walk. As you come into the green areas, it's beautiful and calm, belying the conspiracies and dangers of the city just nearby. You'll find Ayla and Winkle walking around outside the house.
I will nod to both of them.
It's Lauren. How was your walk?
It was eventful. I think
Oh dear.
we'll
Is
we
that
should
good or
discuss it.
bad?
I look around for the person sent to trail me, and
You see them. They're distant, 100 yards.
yep, just pointedly look in that direction and don't say anything. And I'll say,
Oh.
we should probably discuss events as the full group. But
Oh.
while but until then, how are things with you?
Well, I think I've made a decision. I don't know if my dad's going to be happy with it, but I've made a decision. I didn't get a chance to tell you. My dad offered me this land if I stayed now. But he also said that he would hold it if I decided to continue my journeys until I returned. And yeah, I've decided I made a promise to Covet and to Twilight that I would see this through to the end, and I'm going to keep my promise.
As Lauren just smiles warmly at you and says, I'm glad.
I'm just, it's exciting to know that they trust me enough to go ahead and transfer ownership of this land to me now. But I can't turn my back on my word. That's not who I am. So, yeah, I hope Dad can accept that now.
Hope so as well, but know that even if it upsets him, that you've made the right decision.
I think so. I have spent some time in prayer with Lopez Degnus, and I have a peace that I've made the right choice. So, yeah. So I've got to share that information with Dad first, and then I'll tell everybody else. But you're the first to know.
Well, I'm honored.
Come on, let's go back in the house.
I'll follow
The
her.
girls go up ahead, and the moose is following behind, and he looks over his shoulder and does not like this being followed.
Okay. The figure is not hiding. You can easily see them. They're being quite obvious. And you guys can go inside. As you come into the house, the warm smell of a pumpkin pie wafts through the air.
It smells so good. It's been a long time since I've had a pumpkin pie.
The cloves and nutmeg hang on the air as your father comes into the room carrying a piece with a mound of something white next to it. you will recognize the delicacy known as vanilla ice cream.
Oh, Father, it smells so good in here. Mm. And is that ice cream with the pie?
Indeed, your brother has learned to make it.
Oh
po-
my goodness. He's
The
very
point-
talented.
The Winkle looks over Ayla's shoulder and goes, "What is that?"
Father, is that piece of pie for me?
He looks at you. Oh dear, no. This is mine.
Oh, okay.
He
I'm
goes,
headed
Totally
to
the
the
fine.
kitchen
kitchen.
is
then.
there. You know how to go there. I am going to
Yes.
eat my pie. Don't you dare even try.
Okay, Dad, I'm going to the kitchen and I'll get a piece of pie for me and a piece of pie for Winkle, and I'll make sure there's ice cream on it, Winkle, so you can try it.
He looks
Oh,
at
it's
you and looks at Boinkle, looks around for his wife, seeing that she's not in the immediate vicinity. He smiles back at you. That's a good woman.
Ooh, yes. Feed the moose.
Ayla, you're able to go into the kitchen and find the hot pie there, and your brother standing next to it, hovering over a lovely bowl of cream. As he is currently stirring it, he is casting a magical spell upon the bowl.
Eamon, what are you doing?
He smiles. I learned how to do this. A visitor came from overseas to the town, and I saw them performing a show in the streets on a slab of marble. And he's going to read out an incantation, and he freezes the cream.
Oh, that's awesome, Eamon. I am impressed.
Oh, I've seen that before. They called it iced carpets.
Iced carpets. Interesting.
Because when you scrape it off of that marble, it looks like a rolled carpet.
That's true, it does. It rolls up, doesn't it?
The one which we saw placed a variety of chocolates and broken candies into the mix, folded it over and over again, right on top of that very cold stone.
Mm. I haven't seen
Please
that
sponsor
one.
us. Please sponsor us.
If Cold Stone Creamery would like to sponsor GMeric.com, we'll gladly take the sponsorship. Thank you very much.
Oh, yes, yes, yes. And we can advertise it everywhere.
Winkle looks over and goes, "Oh, this moose could munch on that."
Sponge? Yes!
Ben & Jerry's,
Yeah,
Cold
that's-
Stone, Marble Slab, any of them want to sponsor us, we'll gladly take your ice cream sponsorship. Thank you very much.
Baskin Robbins, all of them.
And don't forget Harry and David, who made the original Moose Munch.
Indeed.
We would gladly take their sponsorship as well.
To the story, as we are in the weeds.
They're such yummy weeds.
They are yummy weeds. I'm not even going to comment on that statement. Thank you, Covet Von Sin.
You're welcome. I just realized how bad that sounded. Oh my god!
Thank you, Twilight. Down, boy.
I'm gonna sit over here and drink my beer.
Uh-huh. So, you are able to acquire some ice cream and pie. Winkle,
Okay.
you've never had such hot, fresh pumpkin pie, nor the contrasting and yet matching flavor of the vanilla ice cream. It's delicious, if a little bit overly vanilla.
Num 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 num.
As a question for Winkle, is he eating this with fervor?
He's gonna get the brain.
Brain freeze.
Brain freeze and the ice cream mustache.
You consider I only have 2 brain cells.
No,
Yeah,
You've got the
No.
headband of
Augmented by
intellect
that
on
headband.
right now. You're the smartest member of the party.
Remember,
Which
you
is
have the
really
headband of
terrifying.
intellect.
Did he leave it on his bedside table?
No,
Ayla,
he's wearing it.
She's permanently glued it to his
Wait,
bed.
why are you asking Ayla if you left it on the bedside table? Excuse me,
They're
did we
married.
miss a scene?
he could have gotten up without it. You never know.
Uh-huh.
It's called a nooner.
Understood.
Don't spit your beer everywhere.
Good. Good. I don't know what y'all are talking about.
All right. So, you guys are able to enjoy some ice cream. Covet and Twilight, Eowyn, all of you can get some pie and ice cream.
I grab a slice of pie and I put a little whipped cream on top of it, and then I'm like, I know this is gonna be weird, but do you have any chocolate shavings anywhere?
They would have some chocolate shavings, and Ayla would know where.
Sure, let me get the canister.
Awesome! That's heaven.
For those
we
who
don't
are
have
very
stuff
curious, I keep some chocolate chips on my desk.
So yummy. Ugh.
Yum, 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 yum. Which reminds me, that's something I forgot to get yesterday. Never mind.
All right.
I
Going
wonder
to-
where I got my love of cooking. It's from those two over there.
Right. Well, you guys are able to enjoy the meal. You will not see Ayla's mother for the rest of the day, but
Yay!
celebration is in order. Do you approach your father tonight, Ayla, regarding the topic at hand, or do you delay until tomorrow?
No, I'm going to tell him tonight. I told him I would have to think about it, and I thought about it, and I prayed about it, and so, yeah, I'll tell him tonight.
All right.
So y'all decided to retire?
We'll find out here in a moment. Ayla, do you pull him off to the side, or do you discuss this in front of everybody?
I am going to discuss this in front of everybody because I assume that everybody knows. It's not something that you would necessarily
Who's
hide.
his uncle?
Okay.
Not yet, you won't be.
The way they've been getting.
Shh. Dad's here. Hush.
Behave just for a few more minutes. Father,
Yes.
you made me a very generous offer, and I told you that I would need some time to think about it and pray about it. So,
Is this
done
regarding
that.
the offer of the entire estate as part of your
Yes.
dowry, so that you and Winkle could retire in peace and comfort
Yes, it does refer to that.
with all of your needs met?
Yes, Dad, I know that.
Significant wealth to which you could fund expeditions to perform whatever you wanted.
Yes, I'm aware of that also. But one of the things that I remember as a child growing up was a time when I was in school and I made a promise to a friend that I would help them work on a project that they had for school in history. And they kept dragging their feet and wouldn't work on it and wouldn't work on it. And finally, we got to the day before it was done. And then they wanted me to come and work on it when they'd done nothing. And you sat me down and explained to me how important giving my word was. That even though he had not kept his part of the bargain, that I still needed to keep mine. Because my word was all I could give that actually meant something. And I needed to maintain its meaning.
What
So
did you promise them?
I promised Twilight and Covet that I would see this through to the end, that I would help them to close the rifts coming from the Fey realm into our world, and if at all possible, I would help Twilight cleanse Shantari Grove. And Dad, I have to keep my word. It's something you ingrained into me from when I was a kid. I am so tempted to go ahead and take ownership of this now because this is home and it means so much to me. But if I do that, I forego my word. And I can't do that.
I understand. It is my job to try to convince you otherwise.
I understand that.
Do you believe that with the influence that you could have here in the Cariel Isles, with the wealth and supplies, the resources and political influence that you could have here, that you could provide them with what they needed better than simply your presence on the road? We could hire the very best mercenaries from all over Toivoa to assist them. You could retire here in comfort, and I could have grandchildren.
It's not mercenaries that are needed. It is people who have an understanding of what's at stake, people who have strength of belief and strength of faith. It as if I have no faith, then I would not be successful. But I've seen repeatedly over many, many different instances that my faith is what has made the difference. For me, at least. That's one reason why I am still here and not off in the, what is it? Not off in the ancient waste, laying with all the other bones. It's my faith that has brought me through. And I believe my faith is what is going to help us succeed. And no one else can bring that but me.
Very well. Well, if I can't convince you to stay, then at least I can provide you with something to help. First, I ask that we get you both married in at least your mother's eyes.
Well, I kind
Are
of
you-
figured that was coming.
If you're willing to undergo the ceremony, we can do that tomorrow morning.
Okay.
She can cook the loaves and ensure that everything is ready tonight, and we can perform the ceremony in the morning. But I would like to give you this now. And he's going to go over to the hearth, and he's going to pull a shield off the wall. Looks like this. This shield has been in our family for generations, and I know you've seen it all your life, but we've never allowed you to touch it or to use it. This was your grandmother's shield, and if you're going to go and challenge the darkness, this may be helpful. I want you to have it.
Oh my goodness. This was grandmother's?
Yes, I already talked to her about it. She didn't expect you to stay, and she said that I should give it to you.
It's beautiful.
She went home, and we don't expect her back today. You see, your
Will she be here in the
grandmother has a
morning?
suitor, and they have gone to the beach.
Will she be back in the morning?
Unlikely. When they go to the beach, they tend to be there for several days. They have a cabana that they live in at the beach. She's quite happy.
Oh, I'm so happy for her.
As am I.
She's
Your mother,
amazing.
however, views it as a fling.
Mama would.
She doesn't view it as appropriate.
Well, she's the high priestess, and yeah, that tracks. That tracks that she wouldn't think it was appropriate.
I simply have to remind her that everyone knows where children come from.
Moose.
They do not come from moose. Pow!
Sometimes they do.
I
They
am
have a
outnumbered in this
flying moose
argument.
stork. They have a flying moose stork in his society.
Oh, goodness, the flying moose stork. Here you go. And he is going to give you the shield. And I'm going to tell you what you should add to your character sheet. And let's go and do this. So, make sure that happened. Second. I'll just go ahead and add it so you don't have to. And then you'll have to
Okay.
refresh. So give me just a moment. I'll get that added to your character sheet.
Thank you.
Because I can do that for you.
Yay.
All right. So, having heard this information, what does the rest of the party think?
Go, Grandma.
That's what you gathered from this whole thing was go grandma, not oh cool shield, not oh cool she's given up her dowry.
No, it's more of I'm waiting to see her true reaction after Dad turns his head and not looking at her, because we all know that that's when the real reaction happens.
All right, Ayla, if you refresh your character sheet, you'll see the Shield of Shared Grace on there. Would you like me to display the item for everyone, or are you going to keep this information for yourself?
No, I think everybody needs to see it.
Very well. So, while holding this shield, you have a +2 bonus to your armor class, in addition to the shield's normal bonus to AC. Finely wrought shield bears a radiant sigil of twin hands clasped in healing. When held, it glows faintly whenever healing magic is cast. It provides a shared blessing whenever the attuned wielder uses a spell, ability, or potion to restore hit points to another creature. Both the wielder and the healed target gain a blessing die of 1d4 that can be added to 1d20 roll, attack roll, ability check, or saving throw made before the end of their next turn.
Oh,
The effect does not stack with the blessing of guidance, guidance spells, but is considered a magical effect for the purpose of dispelling or suppression. If the healing affects multiple targets simultaneously, all targets and the wielder receive the blessing die. Forged in the sanctified halls of Elthar's Mercy, the shield was once wielded by the paladin saint Varel of the Twin Light, who believed that healing was a sacred bond. The enchantment was designed to reward compassion with divine favor, encouraging healers to stand boldly in battle.
That's amazing.
That is wonderful.
Don't forget to use it.
Oh, I know. I've equipped it so that I can use it.
Be sure you attune to it at the bottom. You will have to choose one thing to unattune from.
Yeah, I'm getting there.
It's worth it. It's worth it for this. Oh my god.
Yes, there we go. Yeah,
That's really cool, Ayla.
that really is an awesome shield.
You said your grandmother carried that?
My grandmother was a feisty woman.
Was
You-
she a redhead too?
Yes.
She was, and she uses the term "was the feisty woman," and the rest of the party realizes, oh wait, grandmother is currently at the beach with a cabana boy.
I'm saying she was a feisty woman in terms of fighting in battles.
Uh-huh.
Well, I'm guarantee you she's wrestling now.
Quite the sword battle she's having on the beach.
I'm certain.
Beer.
I love it.
Oh, look at this lovely piece of pumpkin pie with chocolate shavings. Yummy.
Yep.
Chocolate shavings are always available, my dear.
Just remember, Winkle, every sword needs a scabbard.
Mm.
Covet immediately looks at Eowyn to see what their face is like.
Eowyn, what are you up to right now?
Save us, Eowyn.
Save us. What has Eowyn been doing through all this? And did Eowyn get a piece of pie?
I hope so.
Hopefully Eowyn's microphone
I
works.
was muted.
There you are. Yes.
Everyone did get a piece of pie, and he was listening intently to the conversation with Ayla had with her father. He doesn't really pay attention to a lot of joking.
Okay. More business than silliness.
Yeah.
Understood. Cool. All right. Well, Ayla, your father's going to give you the shield, give you a big hug, turns to Boinkle. If you ever mistreat her, I will find you. I will kill you. And no one will ever find the body.
Can I help?
I'll help too.
Indeed.
Winkle turns to him and looks at him and goes, I would expect nothing less.
Good job.
Then you'll be married in the morning. But for tonight, Mr. Boinkle, you can sleep on the couch.
I thought Eowyn was there.
Then you can sleep outside, sir.
In the barn.
That's cool.
The barn does have a hay pile that should serve
no.
quite comfortably. Ayla will remain here in the house, in her own bedroom.
Okay. Winkle gets up and looks around and goes outside. Got it.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Father, I know it's too late to do anything with this now, but Winkle, could you give him all that spider silk and perhaps he can make something for the queen
Sure.
from that spider silk?
That sounds like a good idea. Whatever you want, dear.
Thank you.
He will gladly accept the spider silk. A dress for the queen.
Isn't it
believe I could do-
beautiful?
It could be. It needs much refinement. This will take weeks to process.
I just loved the iridescence of it.
Indeed.
It was from a remarkable giant arachnid.
And
Did it have hairy
Winkle,
legs and claws on the tips?
Oh, yes.
Did it go click,
Oh,
click,
yeah.
click, click, click across the floor?
I don't know. Did we ever hear it walk?
Yes, you did.
Okay.
I was screaming, so let's not.
Everybody has their thing, and Winkle's thing is 8-legged critters.
It's okay. I am going to poke the bear just a little bit. Give him a slight willies, and that's it. What's that on your shoulder there, Winkle?
It's
He's too
not a
dignified.
spider.
He's too dignified, but if it was me, he would be flicking me off. I'm just saying.
I may or may not have spent a couple of years creating phantom sensations on or about the shoulder that may or may not resemble the 8-legged critters.
Yep.
Remind me at some point to send a small package containing a rubber spider to Mr. Winkle.
He's already
I
had a
will
heart
get-
attack. I don't want another one, thanks.
I will get you.
I know. It's all good.
Anyway, Winkle turns over 40 pounds of spider silk.
That's a lot of spider silk. That's enough for several dresses. Thank you, Mr. Winkle. I would welcome you into the house if you were married to my daughter through the ceremony. But for now, in my agreement to my wife, and out of a desperation for preservation, you will sleep in the barn tonight.
He wants to live.
I understand this. And when I grew up, a barn would be very comfortable. Thank you.
Very well. Ayla, I forbid you from going to the barn until after the ceremony is completed.
Yes, Father.
And your brother will be standing outside all night long to watch to ensure that neither of you cross paths.
Yes, Father.
In some societies, they put the betrothed in sacks and sight and sew them clothed. over
Don't
them.
even think about it.
In certain societies, that doesn't stop anything.
Yep.
You've ever seen the moose bags?
The moose bags.
Bags of moose hair.
The
But
moose
we've
hair
already discussed
bags.
the fact that the moose hair bags are non-existent because it gets
They're
sent
not
up
gonna make a
to.
wedding dress out of it.
The
No.
wedding dress. Moose hair
It all goes up
dress.
to Shunju now. If you remember, they wanted it to make armor out of, so I send it all up there. So that gets it out of
Lame.
our way. So no.
Winkle, are you going
don't
to
like-
get a fresh brushing before your wedding ceremony in the morning?
Not from me.
No, I can't see the bride at the day. I'll
I'm not
probably
doing
just
it.
I'll probably just go and take a wreath brief bath over in the lake.
Very well.
Does that mean that we need to do a bachelor party for Winkle and Aowen and myself?
I think that sounds like a lot of fun.
Think of the fun we could have.
All right. So, Covet, with your passive insight that we have already established is guaranteed to work when it regards Twilight and the word shenanigans.
Yep.
You
Passive
detect a
insight of
twinkle in
18.
his
Yeah.
eye. He is up to something.
She just looks at him and says, behave
Of course, my dearest.
and don't get Aowen pissed off.
No promises.
Twilight.
He's such a stick in the mud.
Twilight. You already on, Winkle's already on thin ice. We don't want to make it any worse.
He just needs a little push, and then he'll gain traction.
With hooves?
It'd be entertaining.
No.
Have you seen hooves on ice?
Yes, I have, and let's not.
Is that the new show at the arena? Hooves on Ice?
Got hooved right good. It was not very good. I paid money for it, and it was just a train wreck.
It was a riot.
It was. Somebody ended up in the hospital.
Bonus points.
Oh my god.
Hooves on Ice, the new show by Centaurs Extraordinaire.
They didn't even use ice skates. They just went out on hooves, and it was kind of like watching, I don't know, cats trying to run across, water, and that just doesn't work out well.
That's the sequel.
Cats on water?
All the things I'm seeing in my head right now.
You're welcome.
Does it involve the splits and a 360 turn?
Oh, and much more. And there's more.
You guys saw
But wait,
Bambi on
there's
Ice.
more.
You get the idea of what happens here.
So for the record, Winkle said, the player said, but wait, there's more. That was actually said in Twilight's in my actual wedding, for the charge. So yeah, that's where that joke comes in. So I caught it, Dad. I caught it.
Understood. Cool. So,
And it was everything I could do to keep from dying. It was hysterical.
Oh, we were all dying laughing.
as you guys start to head off to your various bedrooms and sleeping accommodations, Covet, you and Twilight are given a room. Ayla, you have your bedroom. Islarin has a guest room. Eowyn, you have the couch. Winkle, the barn is yours. And I have to ask the perpetual individual, Twilight's call. Do you escape?
It depends on how tied up I am.
I
Covet
was
Von
going to
Sin.
say, if Covet's half the woman I think she is, he won't.
Covet Von Sin. When he comes into the bedroom, is your rope unpacked?
Yep, it's Shibari night. Let's go for it.
And Twilight, as you come into the room, she's got a smile on her face, and we shall fade to black on this evening. Winkle is saved the indignancy of a bad bachelor party. You guys will wake up in the morning having had a long rest.
The things Covet subjects herself to for the sake of her party.
That's not what I heard.
Oh.
I heard, how tied up is Twilight going to be?
Uh-huh. Not me that's being subjected to anything.
All right. So, you guys wake up in the morning to the smell of bacon, eggs, and buttery biscuits.
Winkle wakes up and smells the biscuits and thinks, oh, if only I had been able to help Ayla make biscuits. I could have just helped a whole lot.
Would you have helped knead the biscuits or just check them after the fact?
Need the biscuits.
Understood. Very well.
Down, Twilight, down.
Squirt bottle.
Down, boy, down, boy.
All right.
I don't know
Well,
what you're talking about.
as you guys come out, Ayla's mother and father are out and about serving breakfast. Sitting in the center of the table, Ayla, there is a cloche. It is closed and engraved.
Yummy.
The silver dome sits there, both ominous and ceremonial, and no one touches it. Around it, there are garlands of seasonal fruits, braided breads, and a variety of symbols depicting the holy symbol and sigil of Vulpus Dignus. There are cups of spiced wine and 2 silver utensils bound with ribbon sitting next to them. All around, there are warm lanterns, candles, and embroidered hearth motifs on every napkin. All of the best china is out on the table. This isn't just breakfast, Ayla. This is your wedding.
Yeah, Ayla is very much aware of the custom. And she's very excited. And so she has dressed for the occasion. She had a dress that her grandmother had given her years ago. That's a white dress, and it's embroidered with scenes and things from the home in silver thread. And she's wearing that, and her hair's pulled back with white flowers from the garden.
Twinkle, you come in, and Ayla is all dolled up with flowers in her hair.
She is beautiful, and I am nervous because I don't want to screw this up. She's waited so long, and I want to make sure everything's right. I have dressed in my best dress uniform for the Royal Moose Guard, and with all my decorations on it, and I'm trying to stand up as straight and proper as I can.
As you do so, the father's going to come over and usher you to the side of the table and sit you down in a chair next to Ayla. Across from you, he takes a seat, as does the mother. Everyone else is able to sit around the table as well. All of the brothers and sister are here, seated and expectant. And that's when her mother begins to speak. By the grace of Vulpus Dignus, who fills our tables and warms our homes, we gather not in grandeur, but in gratitude. Today, We bind two souls, not only in love, but in the sacred promise of shared hearth and welcome. Let this union be a feast eternal, where kindness is the main course, laughter the wine, and loyalty the bread we break together. She lifts the cloche, revealing a 14-braided loaf. Buttery and shining, there are pecans and crumble of brown sugar with a syrup of caramel across it. She points to the two silver utensils with the ribbons attached, for each of you to take one of them.
I
As
reach out and grab one.
Winkle,
I follow the lead of my wife-to-be.
as you share this bread, may you never hunger for compassion. As you lift your hands together, may you always serve one another with joy. You may cut the bread.
And I look at Winkle and I just said, together. And we reach out and we cut the bread.
You may now lift your hands together and feed each other a bite.
Okay, so I take a piece and turn and give a piece of bread to Winkle.
I take a very small piece and give it to Ayla.
Winkle, I need a perception check.
Oh.
Ayla, you can also roll a perception check.
Okay.
Awesome. Cool. Inside the loaf, there are small flecks of dark blue. This has been a mooseberry loaf.
Oh.
Oh boy.
Winkle's eyes light up.
As you are
Yes.
fed this bread, it is delicious. Ayla's mother is a far better cook than she is. And you
Oh,
understand
Mother.
how she hooked such a man through his stomach.
Mother, I could never make anything this wonderful. Thank you.
As you take the food, she continues without acknowledging your thanks. She points at the large cup of spiced wine. It's infused with cinnamon, cloves, and rosemary, herbs sacred to the tradition of hospitality. May this cup remind you that every sip of life is sweeter when shared. Let bitterness be diluted by understanding, and sweetness multiplied by love. You may drink of the cup.
Once again, I reach out, I take the cup, and I hand it to Winkle to drink from. And then in turn, I drink from it as well. And set the cup back down.
Winkle is being haved too.
She turns to Winkle. Winkle, Musatar and friend of this household, repeat after me. I vow to keep our hearth warm.
I am gazing at my beautiful bride. She is wonderful looking, and then realize I wasn't paying attention because I was looking at her, and I looked at the my eyes are big. I realize I've messed up, and I turn to the mother and say, "I'm sorry. Could you run that by me one more time?"
Repeat after me, Winkle, and focus on my words. This is important to everyone here. I vow to keep our hearth warm,
I vow to keep our hearth warm,
our table full,
our table full,
and our hearts open.
and our hearts open.
I will greet your joys with celebration,
I will greet your joys with celebration,
your sorrows with comfort,
your sorrows with comfort,
and your dreams with belief.
and your dreams with belief.
Now, Ayla, repeat after me. I vow to be your refuge and your revelry.
I vow to be your refuge and your revelry.
I will stir laughter into our days
I will stir laughter into our days
and peace into our nights.
and peace into our nights.
I will host your hopes and shelter your soul.
I will host your hopes and shelter your soul.
By the warmth of the hearth and the grace of welcome, I declare this union blessed. May your home be ever open, your feast ever shared, and your love ever growing. So let it be. You are now wed. She sighs deeply. I love you both, and you'd better make it a good one.
I turn and look at Boinkle, and I smile. And I lean over toward him, and I kiss the end of his nose.
Winkle, are you going to let that suffice?
No. I reach over, literally pull her up off of the floor, and with my quivering moose lips, I kiss her deeply.
Ayla, you now have the opportunity to once again discover how nimble Winkle's lips and tongue are.
Yes. But I do turn after we break apart and look at my mother and say, Mother, that was so beautiful. Thank you. And I have a tear running down my face because it was so beautiful.
She is tearing off knots of that braided bread and sliding them around the table. Everyone's going to have a piece of this marriage loaf. Winkle, you are having urges. Are you going to resist, or are you going to let Ayla have her breakfast?
But what about second breakfast?
Well, I'll let her have breakfast because she may not come back in to get food for a long, long, long time.
Winkle, does the marriage loaf, go into the room with you guys?
Oh no, I have some mooseberry juice. A lot of mooseberry juice.
It was prescribed, right?
If it lasts more than 4 hours, please seek immediate medical assistance.
All right. Well, as the breakfast winds down, the various kids will ask to be excused, and mother and father will begin cleaning up. leaving the party at the table to discuss your plans.
Congratulations, both of you.
Thank you. It meant a lot to me because, well, I just feel like a bride now. I know you know what I'm talking about.
There's it. It feels real when it's ceremony you've planned and
Yeah.
Cool. So what do you guys want to do today?
I don't think I'm going to have a choice.
All right.
Nope.
What is the rest of the party going to be doing today? Twilight, Islarin, and Eowyn.
Should I cast silence on the bedroom door? I'm just saying.
Is it the bedroom or the barn, Boinkle?
Barn.
Understood.
I can do that. I can do silence as a ritual.
Are you going to
I'm
get
not doing
close
it
enough
like
to
a
do
lamp.
that?
I don't want to be that close.
All right.
I don't want to be that close.
So the bellowing from the barn is how we're going to refer to this, as the voices of both Ayla and Winkle are raised in ecstasy.
I love you truly, truly, Moose.
Don't. Number one, I hate that song.
Why do you think he sang it? Good
Leave the
grief.
singing to the professionals.
Every time I hear that, I think about an episode from I Love Lucy and a little old lady singing it, and she squeaked everything.
Yep, I know the episode you're talking about.
That is one of my favorite ones. Because it's so bad.
But anyway, yeah, the would you run that by me one more time actually happened in our wedding.
Understood. That's fun.
Yep.
All right. So, Islarin, what are you doing today, considering your tail is still on the property?
Well, I'm probably gonna hang around the house. Although, yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I think I'm just gonna I'm trying to remember which brother it was who, like, was.
Infatuated?
Yes,
Oh, that was Eamon. Eamon was the one that was infatuated, wasn't he?
I'm double checking because I want to make sure I get this right.
No, it was Ronan.
Yeah, Ronan was
No,
the one.
Ronan.
Ronan's the
No.
oldest. Then you have Eamon. And
Yes,
then
but-
you have Kale.
Eamon's the one
Kale.
Eamon's the
and
one
then
who was
Nessa.
infatuated with Islarin. This is Eamon.
Right. The older one was studying.
Correct.
I thought
Ronan
that.
was
Okay, I guess I
studying.
got them backwards then. Okay,
Yes.
my bad.
Yeah. Ronan was studying because he's going into the priesthood.
Mm-hmm. So he's going to try to follow you around, Islarin. What are you
He's
doing?
also the one that made the ice cream.
He's not. Ronan's the one. We misnamed them earlier. Islarin, you said, are you avoiding him or are you engaging with him? What are you doing?
I would like to test him.
You're going to address him, okay?
Test him.
Oh, test him. Okay. This is going to be interesting. Where are you going to test him?
Here outside.
Okay, we will go outside. Awesome. As we go outside to interact with this young man, let's do that. That'll be fun. He's following nearby, not immediately next to you, but you can hear the wildlife in the area as Eamon comes out. It was a fun ceremony, wasn't it? Hello?
Can you not hear me?
Oh, there you are.
No.
I said it was. Ayla happy.
You're cutting out. You may need to turn off your sound suppression. I think you're talking very softly.
Okay, how's this?
Much better.
Okay. So I said, ceremony was beautiful. I think it made Ayla very happy and Winkle as well.
Yeah. It's about time she gets married. Are you married?
We've been over this, yes.
Never thought about not?
Eamon?
Yes.
We've been over that too.
He smiles. Can't help it. You're just so beautiful.
Yes. Regardless, no matter what cause you end up serving, you will at some point be presented with times where you must say no to yourself. It's best you learn that now.
I suppose that's true.
But that's not why I brought you out here.
Oh?
The qualifications you've expressed are quite impressive. And I'm curious as to what course in life you're seeking for yourself.
Oh, I don't know. Just trying to figure out with Ayla not retiring. Well, all this is going to fall to me.
Feel that you're ready for that responsibility?
No, but I could be. I can learn.
Good. Often we are not ready for the responsibility that comes to us, and we must embrace it all the same.
I do my best. He's going to start walking away a little bit. Just a little bit. You could follow him if you chose to.
I think I'll. eh, One moment. Do you ever Ever considered taking an oath?
He pauses. I've taken a few. I've sworn to help the Cariel Isles, to be loyal and true, to do my best, to always be prepared. It's a scout's honor thing, you know? Nothing like a paladin's oath or anything like that. And I'm not married yet. And I know you've shot me down. But I'm going to say this, Lady Islaren. When I find the woman I'm going to marry, I hope she's as lovely as you are. Because
And for
otherwise I'm
nothing
going to be
less,
disappointed.
aim for nothing less than someone who will make you happy, make you better as a person, the best person you can be.
He smiles
And
broadly at you. Are you saying that I need to find someone who has a great personality?
I'm reading implications into this that I'm choosing not to address,
He smiles.
other than to say yes.
He smiles at that. I'm looking for someone who has both personality and looks. Because
Of
being
course.
happy is important for both of us. I'm sure someone's out there for me. I just have to find her. I think that'll be my next quest. Do you think a
And I wish
year
you
is long enough to find someone to marry?
putting a timeline on it is counterproductive.
Well, I have a year before I can take over the property. As you see, I am 17, going on 18.
16, going on 17.
Thank you for catching my reference. You
You're
gain 1
welcome.
point.
I mean, I should. I mean, yeah.
Anyway, I just wanted to say that there are paladin oaths that are rooted in the protection of people, of kingdoms, family, and perhaps the dedication that you feel to be channeled toward such an oath.
Perhaps. The Order of Opus Dignus is a tempting one. I might consider it. The Oath of Hospitality is one that has called to others of my friends before. I just don't know if I want to go ahead and dedicate myself long term to that sort of thing. Part of me just wants to live out my life here. Do some subsistence living, fish, grow vegetables and livestock, just live off the land. It's peaceful and nice here. We make money off of our grapes and wine. Frankly, I don't know why Ayla would ever want to leave. Maybe it's just the adventure. And some of that calls to me. especially if the world out there is as big and beautiful as it can be. I might go on a pilgrimage myself to fulfill my clerical duties like Ayla did. But I'm not sure I'm ready for that yet. Maybe in one more year.
You have the entire rest of your life ahead of you to figure that out.
No.
There is no rush to any kind of decision.
Oh, there is, though. I have to decide before I'm 18. The coming of age ceremony is coming up. And I either have to decide whether I'm going to settle down here or if I'm going to go wandering the world. I have to make a decision, just like Ayla did. She went on this pilgrimage, and it led to a marriage. I'm turning 18. It's time for me to make that same decision. Hopefully I won't be gone as long as Ayla was. That's when you realize this, Lauren. You don't know how old Ayla is.
I don't think I've ever asked.
Ayla, considering you went out from the Carial Isles on your pilgrimage as a rite of passage from girlhood to adulthood, how old is Ayla Taylor when she left 2 years ago?
When I left, I was 19.
So, she's now 21 and married to Mr. Bwinkle.
It's just barely legal.
Not over
3
here.
years. Well, I mean, down where you guys are, never mind. I'm going to make a joke about the South.
Go right ahead. My great grandparents were first cousins.
I mean, 21, that'd be a borderline spinster.
You do. We are talking about a family twig.
I'm going to send Ayla a joke just because I only want to send it to her. And I'm going to be inappropriate, and I apologize.
No, you don't.
Of course, now they married in 1860, and that was kind of not unexpected back then. There's a lot of people whose great grandparents were. That's the truth.
I will send that one to Mr. Twilight so he can share it if he chooses to with Covet. There you go.
Oh, that was good.
All right.
That one's good.
I've heard that one. That's great.
Wow.
Yeah. All
That's
right.
good.
So, I
I'm
apologize.
gonna wish him luck.
You're gonna wish him luck on his
decision,
pilgrimage?
and then I think we can shift to other people.
Understood. Cool. I apologize for getting into the weeds on that. And just because, all right, I'm not going to post this one on the internet, but I will share with this Lauren what I typed to them. So, just so you can see it, this Lauren and for Aowen.
Oh no.
Yeah. That response was epic.
That was good. I like that.
There you go. That's what was typed, so you understand. So, I'm sorry, guys.
No, you're not.
No, I'm not. All right.
This
So
might come as a surprise, but that's not the first time we've heard that.
yeah. All right. Cool. So you guys are able to spend the rest of the day out here. Islarin, your tail person, follows you around the property for the rest of the day. Presumably you just entertain yourself. Yes?
Just going through drills and workouts and just nothing interesting.
Cool. Comet Von Sin and Twilight's Call. What are the two of you up to today during the barn frolicking?
Twilight is working on those techniques and katas and replaying the duel that he had with Ayla's father.
Cool. What's Comet doing as he is performing?
She will tear her eyes away from him as he works out, does all the things, and she writes in her journal, and she also writes a letter to her parents. She knows that she can't send the letters cross planes to her parents, which, considering the situation that Ayla has found herself in with her own letters, it's kind of a blessing, but she holds them a little bit closer, a little bit tighter. So nothing is, nothing gets, taken or read or anything like that. But the main thing that she writes in her journal is seeing the situation of what Ayla had to go through, an arranged marriage while she was gone and that sort of thing. And she writes in her journal basically stating how worried she is that her own parents have done the same when she gets back.
Okay. Cool. Eowyn, what are you doing today? Eowyn? There.
Anyone is mainly relaxing or enjoying fresh air outside since we haven't had to worry about battles now.
Cool.
At least for now.
Awesome. Dinner will be served. You guys can have an entire day of relaxation and rest.
Not ominous.
I'm being nice. Damn it.
I mean, they don't call us against the gods for nothing.
To quote a certain player's character from Wednesday night, what's the worst that could happen?
Yeah, I don't see anything that could possibly go wrong.
Yeah.
Don't ask that.
As the day passes
Just on
uneventfully.
vacation first.
As the day passes uneventfully, you guys can go to bed tonight, having had a full rest. A newly married couple is allowed into the house together. Boinkle, as you come into Ayla's bedroom, however, the twin-sized bed in the room is going to prove to be a challenge.
I turned to Ayla and said, I guess I could get in the bed and you could get on top of me.
And how's that any different from what we did in the haystacks?
And that's when the door closes and we fade to black on this evening.
Thank you.
as the term lizard on a log goes down the road. All right. The next morning dawns. Beautiful and a wonderful day. Your father and mother are out today, going about their daily business as they took 2 days off due to your presence and now must get caught back up.
Twinkle turns to Ayla and says, "My love, I think we need to check on the queen and the king."
Actually, what I was thinking I would do is go talk to the fort bearer about my letters and then go see the queen.
We should not go by ourselves.
Well, let's see if anyone else wants to go with us.
I agree.
So we leave the room. Oh, I have gone back to my green and gold armor outfit.
Very well.
So we leave the room and go out into the main hall of the house just to see who's up and around.
Okay. Covet and Twilight, would
Mine
you have
would
slept
already be
in?
up.
Go ahead. Islaren, you said you'd be up?
Okay. Yep.
Okay. Covet, Twilight, are you guys up or did you sleep in?
We're up and I'm looking for coffee
There's coffee.
with pumpkin spice syrup because she's going to be totally basic while she's here.
There is pumpkin spice sweetener, but not syrup.
That would work.
I'll take it.
Yes.
You know how to make that, right?
Yeah.
So easy.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
I made some yesterday.
And so while I have everybody here, I'm going to say, Winkle and I are going to go visit the fort bearer to see what happened to my letters. And then afterwards, we're going to the palace to see the queen and hopefully the king. And I was wondering if you would like to go with us. Maybe we can find more about what is going on here.
Didn't your dad say he was looking into it some?
Yes, he did. But I have known this woman. And please note, I don't call her by name. I don't like her, never have. And I don't know why Dad did. I don't trust her, never have. And I was hoping when Dad stepped down, he would not name her as his replacement, but he did. So I want to go see her first.
Should we talk to your dad first? Round?
No, he'll tell me not to. And I'm a grown woman. I can make up my own mind.
Grown married woman.
Yes.
She has her MRS degree.
Yeah, I have one of those from Auburn. I'm serious.
I
When
know.
he graduated from pharmacy school, I got an MRS, Joseph Kelly, and then and then after it says PhD.
Yep.
Putting hubby through.
All right.
I have one from Auburn University.
Cool. So you guys head back into town. Awesome.
So I will actually tell you I should probably not be in the meeting with the fort bearer.
Why?
I think she will be less willing to be candid if I am in the room, based on the
I don't believe
conversation that we had 2 days ago.
I think
Whoa,
we
whoa,
should
whoa,
go
whoa,
in.
whoa. You had a conversation with her 2 days ago?
When did this happen?
2 days ago.
And why are we just now knowing that you were abducted?
Never said that.
Okay, so when did I mean you had the conversation with her 2 days ago? How did this come about? Because I was gonna go with you, and then you said you wanted to do this alone. Go see Ramos alone. Okay, cool. I'm not gonna involve myself in your time with him. Um, but was this when you went to go see Ramos?
It was, yes.
So this is the
Several
second
guards.
time that you've gone off by yourself that has resulted in some type of interaction. You are no longer allowed solo trips.
Okay,
I mean,
kinda agree with
look,
him on that, but
have you
what
not
happened?
noticed the guys trailing her?
That usually happens with the Slaughter, no matter what port of call you visit.
I mean, frankly, she's hot, so I'm just saying. But
No. This is not that kind of trail.
Again, that also occurs because she's usually an ambassador and a port of call, and governments tend to fail to find her.
And you know that this has been that what happened with the ship, the impounding, is not normal for here.
I don't know that.
I thought that was the basis and foundation of your typical hospitality.
No,
So
we did
okay,
that. There
we're
would
getting
be
off
no
base here.
trade.
And she looked specifically at us, Lauren. What happened?
Several guards approached me and asked me to go with them. My instincts told me that it was more likely to be a discussion rather than an arrest. That was indeed what happened. They brought me to speak with the fork bearer. She made it very clear what her position was as to what she believed that our ship was doing in the harbor. I did my best to convince her that we're here for the purposes we've stated. Don't know if she believes me or not, but regardless, mentions that she mentioned that she would be willing to speak with Ayla about the letters, and that she would discuss them with me because of my official capacity.
So I'm going to ask you this then. It seems to me that this is kind of, as Aowen would put it, sketchy. Do you trust her?
No. Do not trust her. I believe that she will act in her own interests, whatever those interests may be. And I believe at least that those interests are likely to be aligned with the interests of the Carial Isles themselves. At the moment, those interests are not aligned with me. That is okay.
Could be in her position, but that her family never received any information from Ayla, any letter from her, is still concerning, because a good spy master, and I'm assuming that this is what she is technically, would still allow that person to receive some form of letter.
I just know this. She has said she will speak with me. But the reason I ask you, Covet and Twilight, and you, Eowyn, and you, Islauren, is that she's not likely to pull any shenanigans with me because there'll be too many witnesses from other places that could damage the name of Cariel Isles, no matter what she wants. So you're there to be my witnesses.
It's Lauren. How was she with wordplay? Did she? What I mean is, did she speak straightforward, or was everything seem? Did everything seem veiled?
She was careful with her words.
She used to be
She-
very good at wordplay. She could say, speak for 10 minutes and never say a thing. On the other hand, she could deliver one sentence and it means everything.
As far as the wordplay of where you come from, I've never had a good grasp of it in the first place, so I have nothing to say about that. But I do expect she will be careful with her words.
That looks at Twilight. It sounds like there's a game that potentially could be played.
Five of you go ahead.
The concern I have, or at least the question I pose for the group, and I look around to see who all's in the room itself besides the party.
Well, you guys are making your way towards the city, so you guys have several hundred feet between you and anyone else.
Does this island pose anything of value that may contribute to our overarching objective, or is this just a minor inconvenience and distraction that's only important?
That's something I need to find out. I know that we control this island, if you can believe this or not, controls all the food stores for the southern half of this continent.
Including the raids that are not quite raids that provide food that's not quite pillaged.
That's part of the problem. But we grow so much more here than what we can eat. We're essentially feeding, well, definitely feeding Fluidon and a good part of Corlan as well. So we become very, very important, and that is a very lucrative business. Besides that, we do have some minerals that are considered essential on this island that are not found in any other part of this area until you get all the way up to Nashua and over into Australia.
Oh, my love. Armies. Food drives armies. We both know that. If we want any help largely enough, we have to be able to have food to feed those.
I know in my heart that the king and queen that I left would grant us everything we needed. But I don't know how this situation has affected them. I don't know who's actually pulling the strings, which is one reason why I want to talk to the fort bearer.
That may be true, but I'm also worried that the fort bearer will change any sort of story to match what they want the king and queen to believe.
And I'm still stuck on the effort versus the benefit. What's the desired outcome that we want to get out of it?
I want to find out why I never heard from my folks when they wrote. I want to know why they didn't know about us when we arrived.
And
Which
what
is why
happens
you're
when
why
she
the
tells
ship,
you that your letters are a danger to the island?
and then I'm going to demand answers. Why?
I believe we should go straight to the king and queen, not to this person. I think this person may be the problem.
What about the
And by
princess?
going to her would just give her more power.
What about the princess? Wasn't she your best friend?
The
The
princess
princess is
was
gone.
bitch.
She's gone. Remember?
She's out there tag teaming with the Shadow Shaddai princess. And that's pure speculation, my twilight.
Well, no, she's off on a shopping trip, and the princess in Shadow Shaddai was off on a shopping trip. So,
Girls trip.
that's what it sounds like. And I'm wondering if it was just a convenient way to get both of them out of reach.
Regardless, even. Go ahead.
I was just going to say they were both like sisters to me. And for them both to be gone at the exact same time that I return, when all of the news that I have sent home about the goings on in the world and our mission, for them to be gone at exactly the same time makes me very uncomfortable.
Which is why I'm so worried about going to the fort bearer first.
Okay, I'm willing to go see the king and queen first, but I'm telling you, the fort bearers, we're going to have to talk to her and get answers.
And it may be useful to understand what story it is she is choosing to tell, regardless of whether it is true.
That is true. If we knew what her story, what her spin is, then we could perhaps combat against it.
Play right into it. So, what do you want to do? I have seen way too many things that can go either way, and it's just. She kind of has a chill go down her spine, and all she can think of is the circumstantial evidence that was so overwhelming with the judge of the dead. So,
Right. Give me just a minute. Ayla closes her eyes and bows her head slightly and pulls her hands up in a prayer mode. And you can tell she's communing with her God. And then she opens her eyes and says, "We go see the king and queen first."
Lead the way.
All right. So we continue on into the town and head toward the palace.
Cool. As you guys come to the palace, you're going to be met by the guards. as they block your path into the palace. Good morning. Can we help you?
Sure.
I need you to announce my visit to the king and queen.
Do you have an appointment?
I have free reign to attend whenever I choose, given by the king himself. I am Ayla Taylor.
Interesting. Do you really?
You doubt my
as a
word?
GM, not in the character, but as a question from the GM, do you
Yes.
actually have free contact with the king at any time that you want it? And why do you have this unlimited access to the king?
Because I was the daughter to my father, and my father was the king's closest advisor, and I've had it as a child since I was close friends with his daughter.
Okay.
We were like sisters.
Very well. Give us a few moments.
Thank you.
He's going to gesture for some other guards to come and cover his position, and is going to escort you guys inside. As he walks you into the palace, he strides you guys into the great dining room and gestures to a couple of the chairs. Please be seated. He'll be here in a moment.
Thank you.
And the guard is going to head off, leaving you here. There are guards around the room, but they seem not very interested in you or your current situation. After a few moments, the king will stride into the room. Oh, Taylor. Congratulations are in order. Is this the happy husband?
Yes, Your Majesty, this is my husband, Winkle.
Ah,
He is.
a pleasure, sir.
I
And
stand
congratulations.
I stand and bow.
I hear that
Thank
your
you.
conquest is complete.
Absolutely, sir.
You fool. The conquest of a woman is never complete, for they are wild and unpredictable creatures. Hey, Slarn, we're getting some background static from you.
I don't know why.
Your Majesty, may I present my other companions? This is Twilight's Call and his lovely light wife, good grief, Covet von Sin. They are from the Fey realm.
Ah, hey, people. A pleasure to have you here, but I owe you nothing. Save for a smile for the time being.
Understood. Understood.
And may I present Sir Eowyn from Nashua. He is a leader. Yeah, I can't say it. He is a leader of the Blue Cloaks from that community.
Ah, the constabulary of the city. Understood. We've had no contact with your people. I hope you found our city quite pleasant. And I believe you are Ambassador Shozath of the
Yes.
Manigath's Might. A pleasure,
This
madam.
is Lauren Sholodath. I can't talk.
Pleasure
this
is mine.
So, Ayla, as he sits down at the table with you, seems very casual considering he's a king. What did you need?
Your Majesty, I am very concerned about several things. One of which was the fact that when we pulled into port, the ship that we sailed upon was impounded.
Well, of course. It's standard operating procedure. You understand. We have to be very cautious in this day and age with foreign vessels entering our waters. It's no offense meant, Ambassador, but simply precautions against the flagship of a potentially hostile government.
But Your Majesty, we've had contact with the Protectorate before. Why all of a sudden we're taking a defensive posture with them?
Times change, and it's important for us to remain prepared. We have had other ships from the Protectorate here in the past, and we do treat them all the same. We treat the Fluidian ships the same, the ships from Rathus as well.
It's very different from what it was 2 years ago.
No, you just weren't aware of the situation. You may have been enlightened now that you have gone and seen the world. It's not as idyllic as we present, Ayla. You're seeing the world as it is now as opposed to how it is presented to our young people.
It is very different.
Indeed, but it is necessary in order to maintain the security and stability of our country and to ensure that everyone has a safe life.
Well, then may I ask this, Your Majesty? I wrote a series of letters after I left, detailing my travels and the people I met and the activities that we performed. And my father wrote letters to me, telling me of, among other things, my baby sister's birth. My father never received any of my letters, and I never received any of his. Instead, I received letters that weren't even written by my father. Can you tell me why that is?
It was necessary in order to ensure the security of vital information. You understand, the birth of a child to my most trusted advisor is a liability. Having that information out in the world could prove a weakness that could be exploited. The last thing that we would want, Ayla, is for your sister to be abducted and held for ransom in order to manipulate me into a course of action. By limiting the flow of information, we protect both your family and the kingdom as a whole.
But Your Majesty, they thought I was dead. So when I showed up, having written them, telling them I was coming, they were shocked. My mother fainted.
Your mother does have a tendency for the dramatic. You will agree, I presume.
I will definitely agree with that. That's my mother.
Now,
But
as far as them not knowing, honestly, we did not know that you were aboard the Manigat's Might. We did intercept a couple of your letters. However, we are also aware that some of your letters were intercepted by other agents.
do we know whom?
I believe I do. The fork bearer was fortunate enough to have a meeting with the ambassador that I presume she has told you about.
Yes, she has.
Because the Protectorate tends to be forthright with their intelligence, in most cases. Is this true, Lady Ambassador?
We are forthright with what we can be.
Well, we believe that the House of Flowers has managed to intercept several of the letters and is using it as intelligence gathering methods. There is a specific individual who is engaged in this activity by the name of Mio. And I will put his name in the chat.
Oh.
As those who cannot see the webcams, everyone has gotten out their notebooks and is making notes.
We do that?
This party absolutely does that. Yes. Now, as far as what the House of Flowers wants with these letters, I cannot tell you. But I do know that we sent a fictitious message, which was intercepted by them, in order to track it. We placed arcane marks upon the letter and tracked it all the way back to the Pearl Sanctuary within Ivry.
My goodness. I
The
wonder
world
which ones
is
they intercepted.
complex, Ayla. Politics and political maneuverings are constantly at hand. We try to shield the populace from them so that we can ensure that they have a peaceful life and do not have to worry or stress about them. After all, most of these maneuverings have no impact on the everyday life of our citizens. They are more meta than anything else, more big picture.
Could you have at least let my parents know that letters had been intercepted and they were being kept for security reasons, but that I was still alive?
No. And in fact, we perpetuated the fiction that you had died, specifically because we suspect one of the members of your household, your family, to be in conjunction with the House of Flowers, working actively with them.
Ronan.
I'm not certain who, but we have sent letters to your household who have not reached your father. And while he remains above reproach, anyone else there could be complicit with the Assassin's Guild and that horrible clandestine organization.
They do seem to have a worldwide reach.
Indeed. We are attempting to limit it, but we have shot down 4 carrier pigeons as of late.
They seem to like delivering letters as well.
Yes, their communication network far surpasses our own.
They also get unknowing people to deliver letters for them.
Indeed. So we are attempting to mitigate the threat by managing communications into and out of our country. You will agree that that is a necessary step.
I understand the need for it.
You don't have to like it, Ayla. But it is for your benefit and for the benefit of the citizens of the Carial Isles. Harmon's Reach would not be what it is today if we were not careful in our judgments.
Your Highness, is there any way we could help you in finding the problems of these communications?
Short of going to the house and searching the house for some kind of sign that would indicate who in the household is a member of the House of Flowers, and being willing to turn them into the government. No. And that is a task that I would not ask of Ayla Taylor or her friends. That would be a betrayal of a familial trust. I have to believe that the official government avenues of investigation will eventually lead to the identity without implication or betrayal from members of the family. After all, as a theocracy focused on Vulpus Dignus, I cannot ask you to implicate a member of your household as being seditious.
But how about if we find who they're sending the information to? That would cut off the information also.
In theory, yes.
Unless they have a secondary person they can send it to.
Potentially. I cannot answer to that.
We've had several interactions with the House of Flowers over the last several ports of call.
Yeah, they just don't seem to go away, do they? And now to infiltrate my own family.
No matter how much we try to avoid them.
Yeah.
Well, now you understand why the princess is gone. We have removed her from the equation in order to ensure that she is secure and safe. She's not actually shopping, but rather on holiday here in the Carial Isles. She's gone to the countryside.
And so I guess going to see her is out of the question.
Absolutely.
Because,
I'm afraid.
yeah, because can you tell her that I missed her?
That I can do the next time I see her. I haven't seen
That
my
I-
daughter for the better part of 3 weeks.
Just tell her I wish I could have seen her.
I will do that.
Thank you, because she's like a sister.
I
And
understand.
I feel like I haven't seen all of my family. I would venture to guess that it's a similar situation in Shadar Shaddai. The princess there was gone shopping as well.
Yes, we actually have word about her. Do you trust the people around you, Ayla?
With my life.
A guard brings a small tray of fudge to the table, and the king's going to select one and eat it. Well, Cecily Wish, the princess of Shadar Shaddai, daughter of Sultan Lego, apparently has spent the last 2 years in Ivry, leading a House of Flowers subset. She ran one of the haciendas there, and we are uncertain as to what her intentions were. Did she actually join the House of Flowers, or was she sent there by the Sultan in order to infiltrate the organization for their own intelligence? We're uncertain. What we do know is she spent nearly 2 years there and made acquaintances with some of the deadliest assassins within the House of Flowers organization. She was directly involved with members of the council and some of the most famous people there, the agents, including the Bodhi Dharma, the hero of Ivry, Brahmi, the Triton necromancer, who pulls information from the dead souls of skulls she collects. Mio, the covert network of communications responsible for the distribution of carrier pigeons throughout Toivoa. She dealt with Javier Duran, a recipe extraordinaire, a chef extraordinaire specializing in recipes from the Cariol Isles. A poison master by the name of Steph, and a ex-agent and leader of the House of Flowers known as only the Dark Star, Calatrix. Supposedly, they also dealt with other starflowers by the name of Pear and Gallio. Cecily Wish is intimately tied to these people and has only recently left Ivry, and by our accounts, is on her way back to Shatter Shaddai. As to what her intentions are upon arrival, I have no idea.
We had a run-in with the House of Flowers in Shadar Shaddai, where they had begun a mission to kill the Sultan, but there had been a change in leadership, and the Sultan was not to be killed, and we were supposed to step in and stop the ones who did not want to follow orders in order to keep this king, the Sultan, safe. I wonder if this has anything to do with that.
I
Or if
wouldn't
that
know.
has anything to do with this.
I wouldn't know, but that is good information that I will pass on to the fork bearer.
That's kind of what I thought. Has the fort bearer been honest?
Cut it out.
Oh, yes. She's very trustworthy. She has been transparent and is the one who's provided us with all of this intelligence. Your father's network is intact and proving very fruitful for information. Your father set the groundwork, and the fork bearer is simply implementing the changes and plans that he had set forth.
We need to cut the conversation.
What? What?
Cut the conversation.
Okay. Well, thank you, Your Majesty. We've taken up enough of your time.
Of course, Ayla. Anytime. You know that you have free reign here. Would you have a piece of fudge?
No, thank you. I believe I had quite enough sweets yesterday.
He looks at Mr. Boinkle. I'm sure you did. The rumors are quite extensive about the proclivities and stamina of a Musatar. Apparently, the bellowing could be heard over a mile away.
Oh my. I thought you put a silent spell on the bar.
It only lasted a
It was
minute.
only on the door. It didn't impact the walls or the windows.
That's all on you guys. Sorry.
Ah.
And I am not staying that close to you guys during y'all's
Consummation.
What you inferred from that deliberation is completely on you.
Inferred. Uh-huh.
I'm
All
not
right.
gonna be anywhere near that.
All right. So we stand to take our leave.
He stands with you. A pleasure to see you once again, Ayla. Congratulations, Mr. Boinkle. You have an uphill battle if you ever choose to attempt to perform conquest upon such a fiery woman.
I look forward to it.
Sir, that is the challenge of life. Being married is never easy. It only gets easier than it originally starts. He smiles. Best of luck. And he's going to head out, leaving you guys here with the guards on the corners of the room.
Shall we go home, folks? We have a lot to talk about.
You're not gonna go see your best buddy, Fork Bear?
Not now. I don't need to. I found out what I needed to know.
You
And I don't
found
like
out what has been told to the king. You didn't find out what you needed to know.
I hate to admit it, but Twilight's right.
Oh no.
And do you think she'll
The
tell me any
forecast in hell today.
It's cold.
Winkle
do
said
you
the
think
words.
she'll
Go ahead.
It's oh my gosh, there's ice. What?
do you think she'll tell me any different from what she's told the king?
There's always an opportunity to gain what is not being said.
Okay, let's go see her then. Not real happy about it, but let's go see her. We'll see if the stories match.
Great. So you ask for the fork bearer to come in.
Yeah, if she's around.
You can ask the guards, and they will go and get the fork bearer.
Okay.
Whoa.
There
I
he
will.
is.
I will stand up and I'll stand up and say, I will leave so that you may discuss things candidly.
Okay.
Okay.
So Islarin's going to depart. Islarin, when you leave, you see that your tail guard is waiting at the door for you to come out.
I'll just hang around outside.
He's casually staying distant away from you, just watching what you're doing.
Is his name?
All right. Lady Ayla, Miss Von Sin, Mr. Call, and Eowyn, Mr. Boykel. Welcome to the palace. How can I be of service?
I would like to know from you why my letters and my family's letters were seized by you.
For national security reasons, I cannot discuss that. We were trying to
Really?
protect the country.
From what? A daughter trying to tell her father about her travels and her father trying to tell her how much he misses her?
From
That has national security implications, I'm sure.
from a daughter attempting to contact the former spy master of the Carial Isles. Yes. From the liability of having the daughter of the spy master roaming the world. From having the liability of having you out on the wind and having you potentially been taken hostage. We intercepted the letters so that no one else would. So that you would not be taken hostage against the Harmon's Reach and the Carial Isles. Should someone have found out, a courier, a agent of the House of Flowers, anyone, who you were, it would have compromised your father and even the king. Cannot let that happen.
Okay, well, then I would ask this question. If you confiscated our letters, then you knew what our intent was when we arrived here. Why did you question
In
the
part.
ambassador so strongly? What do you mean, in part? I told my father exactly what we were doing.
In part, you did. I have learned so much from the ambassador. Your ambassador friend is quite forthright and a political genius. She understands how the international debates and interactions must be mixed. We must tolerate and accommodate for each other in trade, negotiation, and espionage. Politics are a complex topic, and I'm willing to discuss them with you if you'd like. But it will take some
Because
time.
greeting with a hostile intent is always warm welcome.
I
and
did
a
not say
great
warm welcome.
display of hospitality.
We impound all ships, Sirrah, that come into our port. It is viewed as a sign of respect out of their military might and threat that they pose to the Carial Isles. If you
You
were
impose
to...
the ships of the world leaders?
Of course we impound them. Should they come here, they are impounded and released when they have provided a reason to leave. We impound all ships that come into town. Sir, if you were to enter a palace with a sword, as you have, and a bow, we would acknowledge the fact that you have these things and lock the doors, as we have. We do not allow you free reign over this country simply because you arrived from afar. We are cautious and prepared. Does not mean we are hostile. It means that we are aware of your situation and the fact that you are powerful people. To not do so would be irresponsible to the people of Fluiden and the Carial Isles.
I bet you get lots of tourist trade, don't you?
No, we do not.
Yeah,
Some
that's what I thought.
actions would view that as
Threatening.
absolutely.
Perhaps so. And in such a situation, they may, on their end, view it as such. And if I find that such a culture exists where they do not observe or take precautions, I would pity them for their lack of national security, for they open themselves up to exploitation by foreign bodies.
And I find it in direct conflict with y'all's values of hospitality.
Ah, it is not, however. The theocracy says that we are to be hospitable to all those of the Carial Isles. And so we are.
You're saying Ayla is not to the Carial Isles?
She is. However, the Manigath's might is not, nor are the crew. Islarin and yourselves are guests of Ayla Taylor upon these Curial Isles, and I am only entertaining this interview out of deference for her. You are in no position to question the policies of a foreign body.
Well, I will admit that things are very different from what I was told. 2 years has made a vast difference in my understanding of this place.
That's true.
I believe that And I'm not trying to be cruel. I'm not trying to be stupid. But in light of what I've seen in this world, I believe that you are being far, far too overzealous. And I also believe, because as I understand it, Vulpes Dignus expanded his teachings to say that hospitality should be given to all, not just mankind, but animals and everything.
And we do that here in the Curial Isles. But Ayla Taylor, you do know who you travel with. I will
Yes,
not
I do.
insult you by besmirching them, nor will I cause conflict between us and the Shinoza Protectorate, or the holders of the reins and future hopefuls to rule the Shintaran Grove on the Fey Plains. This is not simply friendship, but an intended conquest of another plane of existence.
Yes, it's an intended conquest to take back land that was once that should have been his.
Perhaps so, but
And to take it from completely evil beings.
we at the Carial Isles are not involved in that, and we are not threatened by them.
Okay. All right. Okay. Yeah. So I thank you for your candor and for your time.
Of course. And Lady Ayla, know that we have welcomed them as best we can as any other foreign dignitaries. I have been honest and forthright as fork-bearer out of deference for your relationship to your father and his former position here as fork-bearer of Harmon's Reach. I would not answer these questions to anyone else, save for your father and mother.
I do understand that, and I do appreciate it, Lady Vel.
And I will also ask that you not reveal this information to others.
I never will. I never will.
I
You know
also
me
ask
well
that
enough
of the
to
rest
know.
of you. While I cannot enforce it, I will ask for it.
I can speak only for myself. You know me well enough to know that my word is my bond, and I never will speak of this to anyone else.
Very well. Please have a nice day, Ayla. I hope I've answered your questions satisfactorily.
You've answered them honestly, and that's all that I can ask for. Thank you very much, Lady Vel.
She rises. And congratulations on your wedding.
Thank you very much.
She will leave.
Let's go home, folks. I'm tired.
All right. So you guys head off into the city, meeting up with this Lauren just outside the palace.
Does anyone want to do any shopping before we head back?
I want nothing left to do with this island.
Absolutely not. I've never been treated so abhorrently.
Then let's go back to the Crescent Estate.
The Verdant Crescent? Okay. All right. So you guys leave town, go back to Ayla's home.
Very isolationist, non-hospitable, very
Narrow-minded.
Xenophobic.
I am appalled. I had no idea this is what they were like. I don't know if I'll ever come back here.
That's a conversation between you and your parents.
I know. And I would not bring it up now.
Not sure why she thought I was on the conquest of other planes. But okay.
I don't know.
And the fact that it was not disputed is not good either.
Those that are blinded by their aspirations or ideologies are not listening to others'
I don't
opinions. Or truthfully,
understand. There's
Wickle.
so much here I don't understand, and I don't know that I want to.
They do not feel threatened by these portals. If one were to show up, they would feel threatened.
I
I
almost
mean, I
wish
haven't
one would.
considered conquering other planes,
Twilight, let's get back what we have first. And I have
I
no intention
almost
of ever coming back here.
I almost wish a portal would open here so that it would open their eyes.
Be careful what you say, people.
but
We
I
have a
know.
tail.
the whispers have ears.
You did say almost.
I almost wish.
Almost is enough.
And I see GM Eric thinking,
As he cracks his knuckles.
Look, all this has been set in stone long before you guys arrived here.
I know.
And we are
Oh,
getting
well.
some background noise from you again, Miss Lauren. Just heads up.
Look, Ayla, I would ask your father as to what caused this very narrow definition of hospitality shift on the island.
And I would love to know why they think that, I don't know, Twilight and I are trying to create a conquest of this area. That makes no sense.
For the record, they did not say of this area, but they did say of the plane, of another plane, being the Fey Realms and the Shantara Grove is what they intended.
Well,
That's
Fey
not how it
Realm
came across.
Is on,
Understood.
the Shantara Grove is on the Fey Realm, which is a single plane. So the other plane is of a alternative to the Fey Realm.
So much
So
of
at least
what
what it came across to me was more than one. So Fey Realm plus.
so much of what she said is not quite right,
It's Faye. Even though
you
she's
know?
not.
I don't I mean, yeah, I
Your
think I
father
will.
taught her well. Your father taught her well.
Yeah, but my dad was not like this.
That he showed you. Every parent always wants to show their best to their children and hide what is untoward and could be dangerous and or unsavory.
I do know this. I never liked Tayson Vale, because even as a child, I would come in and she always looked down her nose at me. You know, like I was a stupid kid and I didn't need to know anything. Whereas I could ask my dad the same question. At least he might tell me I was too young to understand, but at least he answered me. She never did.
I get an insight check from Ayla. With the 15, Ayla, she would not have been allowed to answer you. Thinking back on it with the hindsight of adulthood, if your father was a spy master and was telling you you weren't old enough to know, this woman was not allowed to tell you anything in order to follow orders. It wasn't she was being mean. It was the fact that she knew secrets that she wasn't allowed to share, and she didn't like the situation she was in. She wanted to make sure that she was doing her job. And from a kid's perspective, yeah, that's a bit assholey. But from a professional aspect, looking at it from a profession, if she's one of the lead spies and intelligence agents and officers of the Cariol Isles, kind of had to do it. So you may understand that. You don't have to empathize with her, but at least you would understand that it was where her headspace was at.
Yeah, I get that. And I can
So-
appreciate that. But she could have at least said, go ask your father.
Yes.
So
There were better
the
ways for her
thing
to do it. But
Yes.
the thing is that the one thing I do feel that she was 100% honest was your father put things in place. Well, no, it was the king. Your father put things in place. She's just following through.
Yeah, I get that.
So the one that you need to talk to is your dad.
Hence, Dad knew all along what the deal was with the letters.
Me that Dad was right and you should have gone to him first. And there is no
I-
Yep.
sarcasm in this comment whatsoever.
None.
No.
No, but I have asked him 3 times about the letters. And I always get, I'm looking into it when he already knew.
Around other people, not by yourself.
Yes, once by ourselves when we were talking about my inheritance.
Where
There was
were
no
you?
one else in the room,
Where were you?
in the house, but there was no one else around.
That you knew of. And maybe he knows of the
Mother was not there.
Who
He
knows
probably
My brothers were not there.
that you know.
of.
He's a spy master. He knows these things. Scrying.
Yeah, he's
there
not,
was
he's
one
a
person
spy
in the house,
master.
Ayla. Can I get a history check? Just because you can go back and watch last week's episode.
One.
Ayla, you're not going to
I'm
recall
sure.
this. The rest of you guys can. Would you have told the. Let's see here. Let's jump through the hoops here. Would you have told the party when your dad presented the inheritance option?
I did tell them.
You did tell them when he presented this. Cool. The rest of you can now roll history checks to associate who may have been in the house at that time.
20.
Cool. I will send this to you with a 20.
At 19.
Yep, I'm not going to give it to you with a 19. Remember last week?
Honey, your grandma was in the house.
Oh, for those who cannot see the webcam, I just got in
Yeah.
trouble.
Grandma was in the house.
Grandma's in the house. Grandma
You
is
remember she went into the kitchen when your father had the discussion with you.
Right.
and there is a very real possibility Daddy does not trust Grandma.
Where's Grandma right now?
And
At the beach
last we
With-
saw on a cabana.
with her significant other.
And who's the significant other?
Flavor of the week.
What's the significant other's name? And if it's some dude named Mio, then we got a problem.
I don't know what his name was.
Or some other floral arrangement.
Was
Maybe you should
Eon.
find out.
It was Eon, Neo's brother.
Or
Neo
some
will-
other type of prodding infiltration activity.
Phrasing.
and the thing is, as they're walking, Covet just stops and looks at Ayla. She's like walks in her path and says, "You're smarter than this. I know you
This
are.
is
You're
my
overwhelmed.
family and my childhood we're talking about. I'm
I know
sorry.
you're overwhelmed. Breathe. Breathe."
I can't believe my grandmother
Which, as
would
somebody,
be
which
You
would be
re-
the perfect person, or maybe it's somebody associated with her. You don't know.
if you
This is where you
remember,
need to figure it out.
we thought there was somebody was scrying because the information was getting out so quickly.
And scrying, because we've dealt with scrying in the past.
scrying is done by
Socially.
clerics.
It's
Grandmother is not a cleric.
it's a cleric spell. More than one class can have that spell. Doesn't have to be a cleric. But it can be done, and more precisely it can be done if you have firsthand knowledge of the person.
Which is why I believe it to be Ronan.
Or possessions.
Which is why I believe it to be Ronan.
Why not your grandmother as well?
Because Ronan has my ring.
What ring?
A ring I was given when I was born. It signifies that I am the firstborn daughter. And when I left, Ronan was so upset. And he asked for something that he could hold, that he could pray for me over as he held it. And I took the ring off my hand and I gave it to Ronan. I said, as long as you have this, you have a part of me. And he put it on his hand. I did not see it last night.
So it's either he has it someplace or he doesn't have it at all.
But that's why I believe it to be Ronan.
You're just going to have to do the unpleasant and find out. You can't hide from this. You have to figure it out.
I'm sorry I brought y'all over here now. I had such hopes that we could get help from the king. And that you would be welcomed warmly and fondly by my family. It seems like that's been just a few people. Thank you, Finn and Nessa.
Excuse me.
Yes, Eowyn?
I have to head out now. Is that okay?
Yep. Thanks for coming.
Bye,
Hope you have a
Eowyn.
wonderful rest of your day.
Thank
Bye,
you.
Owen.
I'll see if I can catch the stream on the way.
Okay.
Okay.
Bye.
This is not going to be fun regardless.
No.
I think I'll
But
talk with Ronan first. And if that's not satisfactory, then I'll
I don't
have
know,
to
maybe
talk to
talk
my
to your dad.
grandmother.
Dad?
But I need to talk to Dad first. But I mean, about the House of Flowers, I'll have to talk to the other two.
Talk to Dad too. He may have some insight.
This is true. I have a feeling he may actually know who it is and is just being quiet to try to catch them.
So what's the plan?
Regardless, do not apologize for taking us here. You got to get married. Got to have a ceremony among your own people. You got to see this place with fresh eyes and learn what is really going on. That is valuable, and I do not regret any of this.
Thank you, Miss Lauren. That means a lot.
No.
So I'm just kind of quiet and deep in thought at this point in time.
Yep. As you guys make your way towards the house, your father lies ahead. Probably one of the few people who might be able to answer some questions for you. You know that there's probably some infiltration going on in this area, and the web of secrecy around the Curial Isles is deep. How does this relate to your adventures? We'll find out. But this is a great spot for you guys to theorize what you want to ask him next week.
Yeah.
Because
Before,
go ahead.
I say before we wrap up,
Sure.
I didn't bring this up because this is like an
course.
unrelated thing, but like I wanted to ask Covet if I could, or if I wanted to pass along a message to Covet and tell her I can neither ask you or imply that you should send this message to Kier.
Understood.
I'll write it down in chat.
Okay.
Sounds good.
Cool. So we're going to send the message to Kier. We don't have to end now. I'm just trying to give Ayla the opportunity to think about what she's going to ask Dad.
Thank you.
All right. So, Islarian's communicating to Covet a message to send through the books of Zorf Zaf. The message says, she had an associate once. I cannot say very much as that agent went rogue. Unfortunately, they can no longer...
They no longer live to be interrogated, and I will tell Covet the
I will write it.
spaces are important.
Exactly. I will write it. She gets it. She gets it very quickly, and she's like, "I'll write it exactly as you have instructed." And she will write it in the book of Zorath and and write down at the end, what has T been up to for Tyro? They know, because, and I'm not saying that out loud, who obviously blah blah blah. So let me tack on to this.
Yeah, I'm going to post this over in the Friday Night Lights chat for them.
Okay, so she's going to put she's written it exactly as stated. P.S. And what did my brother do? And then once she's satisfied with it, and she will do wee ba wee ah woo shash.
Very well. I have posted that to their chat. They are welcome to enjoy that as they so desire. We shall see what they say. All All right. Well, the conspiracies abound. The suspicions lie deep. And who do you trust in the Cariol Isles? As it seems the administration of the Cariol Isles doesn't trust anyone in Toivoa, save for the people here. That's a great spot for us to end as we give Ayla the homework of interrogating her father next week, which will be fun. As always, guys, thank you so much for choosing me to be your GM. There's a ton of amazing ones out there, and I'm always thankful you choose me to be yours. You know, someone who wants to play my game, send them my way. I'd love to talk about either getting on the wait list or getting it into a one-shot. Before we end for today, though, we have a couple of things administratively we need to check mark. And one of those is the clip contest for October. We had 38 entries for the clip contest in October, and we are giving away a Twiki-shaped Twiki pillow. And the entries are listed in the FYI channel with their associated number. I'm going to roll 1d38, meaning that entry number 15, which is Breezy, is going to win a Twiki pillow. So congratulations to Breezy on that. We also held the costume contest yesterday and the day before. And after having talked to the staff, we have 2 winners of the hoodie. We are going to be sending a hoodie to Bubble Laser for her family costume project where everyone was a member of the Sonic Hedgehog universe. And we are also sending a hoodie to Dustin for the Beauty and the Beast collaborative costume that they did with their family. So congratulations to y'all. We're going to be sending those out. We're going to go ahead and reach out to them to get their sizes and addresses so we can send that information out, send those hoodies out. As always, guys, you guys are amazing. I know that the plots here are very thick, and we'll figure out where they lead next week, because it's always us against the gods.